Okay, so let me begin by showing you a picture that's a common occurrence in Pakistan these days. In this picture, you can see about 1,000 doctors lining up at the office of my medical school or hospital for a job interview. As per reports, there were only 8 spots available. However, for those 8 spots, about 800 people applied and got the interview. This is very abysmal, and clearly, in our country, being jobless as a doctor is getting increasingly common, and doctors must find other ways for income using their clinical knowledge and expertise if they're to survive.
फिर से आ गए रे बाबा इधर जहर खाने का पैसा नहीं है तू जा रे
So, here are some tried and tested 8 ways you can make money as an MBBS doctor or a student. Keep in mind that I have seen all of these 8 methods being used in real life by my friends or acquaintances and myself as well, and successfully so. The number one on our list is online tutoring to the students abroad, and honestly, this is the method with the most success that I have seen among my peers. Basically, there's a huge market for students in the Gulf region, Europe, America, and Australia who need help with basic concepts, their homework, and assignments. This is not limited to just medical students. There are students of pharmacy, nursing, biotechnology, who could really use some help from Pakistani or Indian medical students. Good thing is, our medical schools have excellent learning and really strengthen our concepts in basic sciences as well as clinical sciences. One of my friends has made a fortune just working on online tutoring and assignments on some websites. I'll paste the link of the top website my friend uses and has recommended in the description box. You can sign up using that link and start working. Number two, freelancing. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds super generic and something that those YouTube gurus preach a lot, but trust me, this works like a charm. Let me show you something. This is an advertisement posted on Fiverr by one of our Pakistani brothers. He's offering to pray for you at Data Darbar in exchange for cash. My point is, whenever there's a will, there's a way. If this guy can sell his services 5 times, I think you'll be fine working as a freelancer on Fiverr. Let me show you another example. One of my friends from medical school, she's working as a freelancer on Fiverr, offering different services as you can see here. Although she's not officially trained to perform these tasks, she basically taught herself after 2 weeks of watching YouTube tutorials, and now she's offering these services. She was gracious enough to show me her monthly earnings at Fiverr, and take a look at this. This is way more than what most doctors in Pakistan or India are making on a monthly basis. I've attached a link to the freelancing website called Fiverr in the description. I recommend that you start right now by making an account, choose an area of interest. For example, writing a personal statement for medical schools or reviewing CV for medical schools, etc. And then teach yourself those skills using YouTube and start earning in thousands of dollars.
ये बड़ी अच्छी बात कही आप
Of course, it will take some time, but I think it's worth a shot. Number three, MCAT. So when I was in second year of my medical school, some of my class fellows got together and they started arranging mock tests for MCAT every year, and it was very successful. Since becoming a doctor is the biggest trend these days, there's a huge need for educators to teach MCAT. And who is more suited for that job than yourself, a medical student or a doctor who has aced their MCAT before and they're already in medical school, right? So you can start either working for the MCAT preparations that are already set up in Pakistan, or if you have a startup mindset, you can initiate your own academy, as one of my seniors in medical school did. After a few years, his MCAT academy became super successful and he transitioned to teaching MCAT full time in his academy.
बेटे आदत हो गई है एक जमाना था जब हम भी गरीब हुआ करते थे
Number four, clinical procedures. This applies more to medical students and house officers or interns rather than people who have already graduated. So, personally speaking, one of the biggest mistakes I did as a medical student was to not be more involved during my different rotations. Therefore, I advise you to be very proactive during your medical school rotations and try to learn as many procedures as you can. I'm not asking you to start doing surgeries as a medical student, but what I'm asking is to simply learn some minor procedures that will earn you a lot of money down the road. For example, if you're rotating in the urology ward, ask your PGR or resident to teach you suprapubic catheterization. Do you know how much private hospitals charge their patients for one suprapubic catheterization? As per my latest survey, about 30,000 rupees. Similarly, when you rotate through dermatology ward as a student, make sure to learn electrocautery and skin tag removal. If you are an ENT, make sure to learn how to remove earwax and nasal objects. If you are in gynae, learn basic ultrasound and so on and so forth. You get the idea, right? Listen, any Tom, Dick, and Harry can treat Nazla Zukam. It's these procedures that will make your clinic practice stand out once you graduate. Number 5, YouTube and social media. Does this face look familiar to you? This guy has been all over the internet lately for his questionable medical advice and videos disclosing his patient's information and breaking all the privacy rules. But my point is, there is a huge space for doctors over the internet which could provide sound medical advice and medical knowledge to the masses. For example, let's see what kind of videos show up when I search for a medical problem on YouTube. You see, it's just all Neem Hakims and quacks spreading misinformation about serious illnesses.
तू समझा? हाँ. नहीं, तू समझा नहीं.
If you're not on YouTube or any social media, you're basically leaving space for these quacks to misguide the public and flourish. Even if your channel is small, it will immensely help in advertising your clinic, and you'll attract a lot of patients from your videos and medical advice who are looking for good doctors in their area. Number 6, medical literature. Now, I don't know if you paid attention or not during your community medicine rotation, but we were taught how to write articles, conduct trials, do literature reviews in detail. However, being the lazy medical student that I was, I did not pay that much attention and ended up missing out on a gold mine of income. My advice to you is that make sure to learn how to review medical literature, how to use SPSS software, how to write medical articles, and have a basic knowledge of clinical trials. Trust me, a senior of mine who's really good at this, he is now helping postgraduate residents under CPSP to write their thesis and articles and then get them published in good journals. He's making around 2 lakhs per month while helping his fellow doctors in a good cause. If you haven't learned these skills in your medical school, there are still countless videos on YouTube on how to review literature and write articles, etc. Make sure to check those out. I'll paste some links in the description. Number 7, medical business. Here we are strictly talking about different businesses related to medicine and medical schools. This can be anything. One of my relatives, he started a business of contact lenses. He would buy contact lenses from different outlets in Lahore and sell them to ophthalmologists or eye specialists in my hometown. Another friend of mine, he has a business of selling medical books online with fast delivery and super reliability. You can also sell customized scrubs, customized stethoscopes, medical equipments if you have money to invest. The possibilities are endless, and once you get your feet wet in the business, it will make money for you while you sleep. So pick something up and start selling. There are countless videos on YouTube about that. I'll paste some links in the description. Number 8, the most novel of these options, medical scribe. So basically, in the American healthcare system, some clinics and hospitals need people who can write down office visit notes, progress notes, consults to save the American doctors some time and to facilitate them. A lot of medical scribe jobs have started to be outsourced from the US to the doctors in Pakistan and India. This is my personal experience. Before I matched into the US residency program, a local Pakistani company offered me a scribe job for 1 lakh monthly. However, I didn't actually get to work with that company as I matched and I moved to the US and started my residency here. I found that job ad via Facebook Jobs. However, unfortunately, I cannot find the link for that job posting anymore since it's been almost 2 years. But make sure to look for such kind of jobs on Google and Facebook. That's it, guys. If you have any other ideas for jobs, let us know in the comments so other people can benefit from your knowledge. As always, you can buy me a coffee. The link is in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.